going, guys? We are jumping into episode 7, right where we left off. We're gonna be... Oh, we just flew back, landed in Splinter Tree. We're gonna be headed back over to the coast, which actually we're just gonna start this off with a nice little flight. I'll explain the interesting morning that I had. Basically went to get my girlfriend some bagels. She's at work and they don't have any, so I was bringing her bagels and a drink and went to the store. When I left the store, I was at the next intersection taking a left. It's 2 left-hand lanes, or the lane on the right side can take a right, so it's right or left. And waited, light turned green, started going, and this truck, just a regular truck, was blowing through this intersection at like 45. They like slammed to a squealing halt, literally almost T-boned me. I don't know, so I looked down for a second, looked back up, light was green, went, so I don't know if it had like just turned green and I was just like quick on the gas or what the case was, but this guy almost like blasted into me at 45, so something was looking out, or I just got lucky or whatever, but I definitely almost got like slammed by a car real fast, like, and that would have been, man, that could have been like end of episode 7. How did episode 6 end? In a car crash. So yeah, it was made for an interesting morning at the very least. Can't say I was too thrilled about that, but hey, I ended up pulling into I had to get gas, so I took basically right after the intersection, a little ways up, there's a gas station, so I turned into the gas station, and somebody went to the pump that was behind mine, and I turned around and noticed that he had grocery bags in his car from the same place, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, that guy was at the same grocery store I was just at. So I was like, hey, were you at that intersection? And he was like, yeah, he's like, that guy almost just blew that light. I was like, yeah, he like almost hit me. He's like, oh, that was you in the front? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I was like, what, back a ways, but I heard like the squealing halt and saw. He was like, you're lucky, man. He's like, you'd have been at least going to the hospital, if not the morgue. I was like, yeah, I'm aware. So yeah, it was that was rough. So oh. 1 second, guys. We may end up having a shorter episode today, we'll see. What is this? Flash the Lasher. Oh, no way! We're getting our second ring? I feel like rings are so hard to come across, especially since we don't have access to the auction house, which is usually like... Did I already get his? More center ports. Go for that runner. Yeah, usually I just like go through and I buy a lot of gear that I'm gonna need. Luckily, the tailoring's fast, at least so far, because I feel like it actually kind of takes a while to get that stuff. Do we want to try and go down the Black Fathom Depths? There's a loot quest down there. There's a loot quest down there that we can do, so we have to get crystals, and then there's a drop quest that has a well enough chance Actually, if we're gonna go through and try and do Black Fathom Depths though, we might even want to take the run over to Thunderbluff. One of the main quest lines, or one of the main quests you can do, is there, and I think it has some pretty good rewards. I think it might be worth the trip over there. Plus, we get like Discover XP and everything else. Maybe we'll do that after we finish right here, because we already have 2 quests for that. Sapphire, which is outside, and the Fathom Core, which is inside. Honestly, for like the Fathom Core, it wouldn't be necessarily ideal, but easy enough if we were to take like the Voidwalker and have him pull a bunch of aggro on things that we don't want to fight. Because we can get, the first boss is super easy to get to. After that it gets a little more tricky. But we do have the Soul Stone, so we could do like a death run and see if we can get to like a safe spot to die if there's like an area that just can't seem to get by. And we can do the Fathom Core portion. I don't think we'd be able to kill Kargash, I think is his name, the Warlock boss. I think we'd have a heck of a time doing that. Most of the groups of people in there are like groups of 3, and I'm not sure what those elites have for health, so I don't know if we'd be able to justify going that deep into the dungeon. That's basically, that stuff is right after the Fathom Core. So we have to pet the tank a lot of it. But I know like Lorgus Jet's in there and stuff, we could kill him. I don't know if we could do the Murloc boss. A lot of stuff that we could try though. The Fathom Core is red. So maybe we wait until 25 to try it, maybe 25, 26, just kind of maximize how many skills we have. Maybe we do that right. No, so we can actually almost finish Ashenvale total before we try to do Black Fathom by ourselves. Yeah, like I don't care to do Shadow Pen Keep. There's some quests in there, but I don't think I can justify the XP of going in there. Whereas this one has, this one we're gonna go down and do outside the dungeon because you don't need to go in, which is half the reason that the XP is half. We'd still have to fight. I don't know if there are elites down there, I think there are. So we'd still have to fight the elites. But this quest itself is easy. The drop quest is, the drop quest might even be to go to Thunderbluff. I don't remember. I just know they have the drop quest down there that we get, potentially. Let's do a big easy on that. I wonder if he'll be joining us in the chat. Speaking of which, give me one moment. Good timing. Looks like the brother is going to be joining into a Discord, so we'll have some good conversation for this. Kind of get his opinion on when we should do Black Fathom too. I'm thinking that that's what we're gonna do though. Maybe down there right now. We just finished the 20 kills, so we'll go get the Aquamarine crystals. Hit level 22. It's crazy when I was playing regular classic, meeting stones were here, but they don't work at the beginning. Like they didn't work initially, which was crazy. Here we go. Oh, hello.
Pourquoi?
Welcome to.
You hear me?
Yeah, welcome to episode 7.
7 already, huh?
Yeah, I uploaded the 2 part 4s, so we'll be putting part 5 up on YouTube. I don't actually know if I've been getting any views or if the couple views were just me, and totally possible because honestly episode 1 was mad boring when it was just me talking.
Keep at it.
Oh yeah, I'm going down into collecting these Akumai crystals in front of Black Fathom, but I was just talking about when I'm thinking about starting or trying to do Black Fathom because I can kind of justify, chances are I can get to the Fathom core, but obviously the quest is red, so I'll probably wait till like 26, which will put me most of the way through Ashenvale anyway before I go over to try it, and I'll take a run to Thunderbluff and grab, there's like the main quest, which I think is for like Kelgath or Kargash or whatever his name is, the Warlock. I think that quest is there. But I think it actually gives a blue wand, so I think that blue wand is finally an upgrade for the greater magic wand, which would just be worth trying to do it.
Yep.
I don't think the boss himself is very difficult. I think just getting there would be kinda awful. By the way, definitely, I said this once already, but I definitely almost got hit by somebody this morning. Some guy was like blasting through a red light at like 40, and I was taking a left turn. My light was already green, and I started going. This person had to slam on their brakes. They like almost T-boned me. And then I talked to the guy at the, I went to the gas station like right after that intersection, and one of the guys I saw in the grocery store, because I was at the grocery store, he pulled in and was getting gas behind me, and I was like, oh, you were just at that intersection, weren't you? He's like, yeah. He's like, that guy almost got like wrecked, and I was like, yeah, that guy was me. He's like, oh, that was you? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, you would have been going to the hospital if not the morgue. I was like, yep, I would have. That guy would have like hit me like in the driver's side if he like hadn't slammed the brakes. He's like, I don't know why. He's like, yeah, I don't know if that guy just like couldn't see what was going on in that intersection because it was like bright. And I was like, yeah, but if it's bright, you don't drive to the intersection at 45 and a 30.
Right. Alright, where's my goal one? Done fucked up, kid. Yeah. Alright, we're good again. Well, that sucks. Thankfully you didn't get injured.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this stream would have been done after episode 6. That'd have been fun.
I'll just pick it up, be like, I'm here for my brother. I'm gonna finish the solo grind. Fucking hate warlocks, but here we go.
I've literally never played a warlock, but
the only class I refuse to ever fucking play is a warlock. Here we go.
This is in honor of how much I hate myself.
It's so funny because Gul'dan was my favorite Heroes character. I'm sure that's not like exact, but you cut yourself, you drain life. You cut yourself for mana, you drain life.
I mean, it's pretty.
Ear bomb.
Yeah,
Close?
it's pretty much how it works. Oh, yeah, we totally dinged to level 22. Moving up in the world.
I'm on Paragon 12 now. So this thing's going pretty good over here. I'm trying to figure out how to basically farm out the legendaries I want now. So I don't know. But yeah, hit max level, finish the storyline, and now I do what? I just like it because I just like it for the the clearing dungeons thing. Like it's pretty fun. Just something stupid to kill. It's like, oh look, more stuff.
Well, we're in a really bad spot right now.
Yeah, I tried out like a different build yesterday, and it was like okay until I got the bosses. Like it was ridiculously good for clearing out things, and then I got the bosses. I'm like, oh, I have no damage anymore. Yeah. So 22. Any cool new spells at 22? Are you have any goals for the day of what you're gonna pick off?
My goal for the day is to not die in the first little bit of the stream.
You can just cut that shit out.
Look at my life.
Soul Drain.
Yeah.
When do you get Soul Drain or the Life Drain thing?
Life drain? Oh, look how much it actually drains.
No, that's how you play a Warlock, Devin, I swear. You used to have 1.3 million health as a Warlock when, you know, you're only supposed to allow to have like 100,000 health. So, don't fucking go get the stamp stacking or whatever the hell you do.
Ooh.
Ooh, what? What'd you get?
Look at that pattern. 5 stam, 5 intellect for a chest.
Oh, yeah.
I got that as a drop pattern. That's cool. Oh, I got some mana liquids, apparently. Let's just jump over up. Go, my pet.
Where are we going? Let's just exit so we can hit the bounty board. Go, Zoltan, cool. It's draining so much health. I don't know why you're not using that more. Clearly that's how it works.
So much health. So much health when I use it 5 times in a row to gain. Oh shit. Wheel. Oh, cool. I pulled every caster in the area. Sick. Alright, heal this thing full all 7 times.
You gonna play the... Have you ever played any of the Diablo games?
Yeah, I played 2.
Think you're gonna play 4?
Probably not.
I wish it was cross-platform. Actually, now that's Microsoft, it might be.
It probably is. A lot of the cross-platform you have to opt into, though, because people don't want to try hard to be good against PC gamers. Especially if there's, like, PvP aspects to it.
Oh yeah, it's not even fair. But no, the only reason, like Jimbo has a PlayStation, he won't. Oh, I try so hard. Now that his wife's back to work, I might be able to convince him to just fucking stop getting consoles and just get an awesome place like PC.
I mean, if he wants, he can buy mine. And I say that genuinely, like, when I start to travel, I'm trying to sell this so I can swap it out for a laptop.
How much you selling it for?
I want to get like 1,400. I spent 22 though, so it comes with 2 monitors and...
Oh, you're putting the monitors in too? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the monitor itself, like one of my monitors is like $280 and one was like 150.
There we go.
But
we got some legend droppers. Yeah, so I'll bring that up actually. 1,400 is pretty good.
no, I mean it's not a bad rig by any means.
Oh
Obviously.
no, I was starting to think if there's a chance that it might be better than my. Oh, I got a sickle. Already got first legend drop of the day, Devin. Did it.
Yeah, I only built it 2 years ago. So
The thing is, I've just been upgrading mine, and unfortunately, the next upgrade is the hard drive itself. Like, without question, it's just this is the original hard drive that I built this computer with.
well, and I want to say my like my graphics card is the equivalent of like the 1080 or something. Which, I mean, unless you're running like the dumbest graphic games, and even then, like you're not gonna be running at that freaking.
I don't know, dude. You need that, almost need that like VR ready at least. Like, if it can run VR, then it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's VR capable.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
No, my Alienware was VR capable.
Your fucking Alienware weighed more than my tool bag, okay? My tool bag is like 60 pounds.
Yeah, I know. But
Fucking
your
hate
tool
it.
bag wasn't AR ready.
In a way, it was. It wasn't augmented reality, but it was actual reality. That's an AR.
That's pretty freaking boring.
I know. Actual reality sucks. Joseph gave me a pair of one of those like sunglasses that are like, oh, it's what the hell are they called? They're like HD, and they change when it's bright and sunny or when it's not so bright and sunny.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all a fucking load of shit, dude. I put them on. I'm like, oh, this is way better than seeing in real life.
Yeah, right. Eli has a pair of those. He's like, oh, it like does this and like turns the sun into something else, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And
Yeah,
I like
like,
put them on. He's like, yeah, they let you see color like better. And I'm like, Eli, you realize these glasses like turn everything purple, right? He's like, no, they don't. I'm like, yeah, they do. Lo and behold, like 2 weeks later, you know, we do the punch buggy thing, and he calls a white punch buggy purple or like blue. He called it like light blue. I was like, dude, that is straight up white.
That's funny.
He's like, no. I'm like, take off your stupid glasses that enhance the color of things that don't have color.
Oh, these are much nicer than that.
His glasses were
They
$200.
they do add like a yellowy tint when it's daytime.
Yeah.
I won't lie about that. They do that part. But like, you see the trees and the reds are more red, and like
The reds
Like,
are more
you take
red,
the glasses
the blues
off
are
and
more
you're like-
blue.
you take the glasses off and you're like, oh, it's fucking brown and dying and shit. You put the glasses on, you're like, oh my god, it's beautiful autumn. I'm like, fuck reality, dude. I've been saying fuck reality for about as long as I could. They can look nicer with some sunglasses. Hells yeah.
Oh, by the way, you should totally read my article that I wrote today. I don't know why you said it looks better with sunglasses, and I like immediately thought of some super sexist joke. But I did write a letter on the I wrote an article on the Manosphere today.
The Manosphere?
The Manosphere? Yeah, have you ever heard of the Manosphere?
Are you Manosphere? Can you type it
Manosphere.
into chat? Okay, what is it? Never mind. Toxic masculinity thing.
It's
That we're
like,
talking.
well, that's what most super feminists would consider it to be, is toxic masculinity. But it's pretty much like guys that are by themselves bettering themselves. And it's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like the safe space for men. But it's not just men, it's like men and women. It's kind of like men's rights, if you will, at the same time, because, yeah, those are also important. Um, so it's kind of that.
Oh, Devin, we're just white men. Just get over it. We're not gonna. We don't have rights. We just have to shut the fuck up.
Shh, we're in Twitch. We
It'll
can't go
all
too.
blow
We
over.
can't go too deep into it. We're in Twitch.
Right.
Gotta skirt some things.
Yeah, don't want to get you banned. So yeah, okay, we'll talk about your article at a different time then.
No, it's fine. We just gotta like skirt the opinion a little. No, but it's a cool article because what I actually did was I drew a parallel, which I don't know. You might have watched this Netflix documentary on the Satanic Temple.
I'm aware of. No.
So there was this documentary on Netflix a while ago, and it basically covered the Satanic Temple, which is basically like a religious quote unquote group that formed back in 2012. So it's not like it's newer, and they're kind of like pro rights, but kind of just like fight against the stupid things in life, and not fight. I don't know. The best way to describe it is pretty much just that. Like it's like fight the norms that you know aren't right.
Anarchists? Are we talking
No.
QAnon?
No, not even
Devin,
close.
you seem like we're going QAnon right now.
No, it's not even close to QAnon. It's not like it's more like so. The Satanic Temple, they literally get groups together to like go to beaches and clean up trash, and like they want to like genuinely do good things to help people, but it's pretty much like their mascot is
The devil.
the devil. And
We're Mormon. We're like Mormons, but we believe in Satan. Hail Satan.
but they have 10. Okay, so they have the basically like the 10 commandments. They have these things called tenets, and there's 7 of them, and they're like, okay, so I read these to Eli because he's super religious. Pull these up for you real quick because it's actually I like it a lot.
I love this shit so much. They're religious, so I'm going to bring up Satan as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me. Okay. So these are the 7 tenets. 1 should strive to act with compassion and empathy towards all creatures in accordance with reason. 2, the struggle for justice is an ongoing and necessary pursuit that should prevail over laws and institutions. 3, one's body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone. 4, the freedoms of others should be respected, including the freedom to offend. To willfully and unjustly encroach upon freedoms of others is to forgo one's own.
Sounds
5,
like America.
Huh?
Or what America? It sounds like America.
Well, it's pretty much like you should respect other people, but if you're gonna trespass on if you're gonna encroach on their stuff, you're giving up your own. So like, if you want to break boundaries, you're giving up your own boundaries too.
In other words, the more you fuck around, the more you find out.
Exactly. 5, beliefs should conform to one's best scientific understanding of the world. One should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit one's beliefs. 6, people are fallible. If one makes a mistake, one should do one's best to rectify it and resolve any harm that might have been caused. And then 7, every tenet is a guiding principle designed to inspire nobility in action and thought. The spirit of compassion, wisdom, and justice should always prevail over the written or spoken word. So, like, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah,
I read
it's
all those to
a
Eli.
message, dude. But like, I've watched 1,000 cult videos, and I'm telling you, they all have good messages, and then it all ends up with people drinking juice. Like even QAnon was like,
No,
they had a good cause, and then it came out that it
no,
was all
no.
malarkey.
QAnon is a bunch of malarkey. They're like,
And no, it is a bunch of malarkey, but they thought they were exposing people. Like they thought they were really doing.
yeah, but and that's the thing. Like, never. Well, so one of the tenets in this case, like, never distort fact with like to never distort facts to fit like your own agenda. Like that in and of itself, basically like debunks QAnon.
Yeah, but
But
at the
it's
same
just.
time, it's like,
But if
what's
you.
your truth? What is your truth, Devin?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's
But
one
if,
of those. They just it was a bunch of people that like conspiracies, and
yeah.
they really thought they were onto something. That's
But
how.
like,
That's what it
so
is.
when you watch like when you actually like follow, like they actually sued. So you know Sabrina, the teenage witch there.
Sure.
They sued Warner Brothers, I think, because they took their basically they made their own symbol, like their own goat statue, if you will.
Yeah.
And they took it and used it as like negative satanic cult worshipping stuff, which isn't what that's actually about. So they sued them because they took their like legitimately their statue and used it as like the face of evil in a show. And they were like, that's like not what this is about at all. Like, don't use our
Was it the exact one, or was it something like it? Because
it was like
the goat is Satan, dude.
yeah, no, it was like skirting some boundaries with that. But I mean, I looked at the two and I was like, yeah, no, I can see it. But
Okay,
the
what
point.
is the point of all this? I guess what are we getting at? Like,
So the point being was I drew parallels. Like when I saw the Church of the Satanic Temple, basically like, hey, we're gonna use like a mascot that draws attention to us because we're actually fighting for a good cause. It's kind of more or less what it is. And I kind of drew the parallel between, like in my mind, a long while ago, I drew the parallel between the Manosphere and the Satanic Temple, both having like a good cause, but the figurehead, if you will, one being mostly men, masculine men, and one being Satan, that the two figureheads basically automatically gave the cause a bad rap.
yeah.
I went in depth a little bit more as to like why. Oh, kill Orgus Jet and Black Island Depths.
Okay. I get what you're saying with it. Like it's just people are going to assume it's a bad thing automatically just because of
Exactly, and that
a
was
slogan that they use.
and that's exactly what I said. It was more or less like you look at it at face value, and it's automatically a bad thing, which it's not. So like you have to look at it for its actual values. And I went in depth as to like what the Manosphere's actual purpose is, and it was like you're gonna find bad people in every group of people. Like it doesn't matter what the cause is. There are gonna be bad people who give whatever their cause is a bad rap because of one or two people just being jerks in the lot. And it was pretty much like, don't let those people deter you from like seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes,
I hope you skirted the line well, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, oof, where are we going with this, Devin?
Yeah. Well, I straight up put in there.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
like you had a good message by the end of it. I understand what you're trying to say.
yeah. I mean, that was just one of. I mean, I drew the parallels and like, here's a thing, here's its parallel. Here's a thing, here's a parallel, kind of thing.
Yep.
Which, I don't know. In my mind, because I related the two things, I was like, why does my mind set these two things in parallel? Like, why does that stand out to me so much? Like, wow, this is really like this. So I kind of like went through and read a little more up on it again. I watched like the whole documentary on the Satanic Temple from start to whenever they took it off Netflix. I think it was a big thing for at least like 6 or 8 years. One of the people I used to know from the diner is actually part of the group.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's like joining a bike gang to do good things.
Just saw Shadumbra.
There's negative connotations about it immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people automatically, oh yeah, they're like cool. They're like bikers saving children from drunk driving or something like that, and they're like, oh cool, you're doing a nice thing, but you're still a biker guy.
Yeah. Well,
like there's a negative connotation that's built around it.
Exactly, but then and then you have like
a criminal or whatever.
You have like bikers who are like straight up dickheads in like traffic, or they like shoot somebody, and you're like, thanks for ruining that.
Let's not end up being the guys shot because we would knock on bikers.
Yeah, well,
I'm just
like,
a little bike curious.
Yeah, well, it's just like, thanks for being the one who ruined it for the rest of us. Is like where that lands at, because you're like, we had a good cause, like we were doing this, like we're all good people doing this for a good cause, and then you have that one person who just like ruins it for the rest of us.
Yeah, that's a ooh. You got I think I just got a sweet ass legendary.
Oh, what's this?
What's this? What's this?
There's writing on the walls.
Go.
Anyway.
It's a
that gives me a nice blue belt. Look at that. 4 stamp, 9 intellect. It's good stuff. I am not going to be able to do that for a while.
This is fucking sick.
Warsong shipment. Oh no. Warsong.
Oh, and it's badass looking, Devin. I'm so thrilled. Let's go fuck shit up. What do you want? What do you want from me? Hey, slow it down. What do you want from me? Alright, cannot wait to see what this new Bolton Golem shit does.
So, I don't know if you remember the other day I was running this way and I was like, oh, I think that Shadumbra, the Shadow Panther, is like here and here. And I was like running around in the bears. When I was just flying, I flew right over him. He was right in this gray spot, or brown spot, I guess. He's like a level 28, so he's a little up there in level, but just heal up my minion to kill him. He's just a regular ad, but he drops his own paw, I think? Maybe it's his head. I don't know. Cut off its head. Either way, it's one of the 3 drop quests that gives a ton of XP here. And it's not level restricted, I don't believe. Talon, Sharp Talon, is level 31 though. Had that bird kick the shit out of me.
Sharp Talon?
Sharp Talon's like a flying hippogriff duck thing. I can't even describe it any better than that. It's literally like a hippogriff with a duck beak.
Alright, Paragon, what are we doing now? Yeah, fuck yeah, let's up our damage.
I saw this damn panther. Where is he? He's gonna be up here.
Oh shit, we got a special event. Let's go.
No way. Like, no shot. I just flew right over this and saw him. I, like, clicked the map a bunch of times so I would remember where I, like... I mean, not that it did anything, but... just so I'd remember exactly where it was. Whatever, we're just gonna run right there.
Fucking love the
Ah,
fact
there
that
he
they
is.
just tell you what quests are.
Get him.
Shadumbra.
Oh my
Dude.
god, I do such little damage.
Dude,
to him.
how long until you get to go to Stranglethorn Vale?
It starts at level 30.
Oh my god, dude. That, like, the Nestinguary hunts are my faves.
Can I put a curse of weakness on this? There we go. I'm just gonna let my pet kill him. Just go into this one for the long haul. This is gonna be such a long fight. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and create a soulstone because, you know, just in case he says that I should do this. I'm like just out of the range of that bear, by the way.
This bone's kind of cool. Much bigger.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Well, bad news bears. Yeah, I don't think I can fight Shadumbra, to be honest. Got him at half health, but yeah, my Voidwalker's looking pretty diminished. I think we're just gonna run here. Maybe. I end up pulling one of these level 25.
I don't know. Are you able to, like, drink or something while you're
in combat?
fighting?
No.
Even if he's fighting your pet?
Yeah, he was just... Only got him to half health. My damage on my spells is just, like, nerfed into the ground fighting it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, we're dead.
Dead.
That was definitely a sentry. Didn't, I'd wait for this laughing sister to walk away or I'm gonna die as soon as I spawn. Please, man, go away. Figured I'd be able to do that, honestly. Sucks. Okay, well, I know where Shadumbra is. I can't fight him, but I know where he is. Well, that is really the only reason I... Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I came down this way. Alright. So we're gonna just walk over their mission. Oh boy, these guys. 4. Totemist. Yeah, the other guys are on the other side. Rip.
Oh, it's game on, bitches.
Fly back over you. Whew. I just always want to try things when it's higher level. Worst part is, like, I remember at level 22, yeah, 22, 21, I had killed Sharp Talon, the level 31. I killed all of the 3 of them, but I killed them during BC on my hunter, and I just was able to kite it the whole time, so, because I could just daze it.
Didn't
That
you
being
tame
said-
Sharp Talon?
Huh?
Didn't you tame Sharp Talon?
Mm-mm.
Did
Sharp
you name
Talon's
your
exotic.
character?
No, Sharp Talon's exotic, which wasn't a thing yet. By the way, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if exotic pets are a thing, because if I were to, like, I mean, I think Hunter would be, like, the easiest way to do this challenge, if I'm being honest, because they're just stupid.
Well, they're meant to do that tanking bullshit too, and they don't run off of mana.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, back then they did, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shoot your stupid lightning bolts.
I think that legendary might still be best in the slot, if I'm being honest.
Why?
For hunters in Lich King,
Oh.
the legendary from BC might still be best in the
the no
slot.
mana or the no ammo thing. Did they take ammo away?
Mm-hmm. Not yet. Nope. Ammo is still in the game. They didn't
So
take
they
away
didn't.
ammo until Kata, I don't think.
Alright. Well, they changed some shit.
Yeah.
Like, there were some things that were just like, we did this really bad. I figured ammo would be one of those things.
You know, it's
Garbage, Devin. Don't fucking defend it.
I gotta defend it. It just makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Not for a fucking fantasy game. Otherwise, why the fuck would you ever just be like, oh, I always gotta pay for my bullets as opposed to I can just learn how to cast a magic spell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I have to, you know, it's like having a magic wand to shoot magical bolts. Like, you still gotta have the catalyst. Same thing
ammo?
goes with having arrows for your
Ammo
bow.
on your wand?
Huh?
Okay. You have ammo on your wand?
No.
Okay.
My point being, though, like, you need...
I bought shurikens, and I didn't have to carry... Did I have to carry shurikens? Did we used to buy shurikens? No, right?
I don't know.
Or, like throwing weapons?
I didn't
throwing
use any
weapons-
dweebs. I think rogues were, like, the only ones who actually...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, though. Like, did we have to buy... No, right?
Hold on, let me look. I am in the period of time where I can look at a vendor. Is it weird that I almost think like you did? Where's the general goods vendor? You got general goods.
Peace, friend.
No, nope. You sell quivers, arrows. No, you sell arrows and bullets. You're useless to me. I'm not going in there.
We had bows, too.
You could use bows and arrows as well.
I know I didn't need as many arrows, but I do remember having, like, a bow.
You had to choose one or the other, and I actually think that throwing weapons did have a set amount.
Mogra.
Alright, show me where I can fly. I want to go... Yeah, we're just gonna go to Orgrimmar.
Be safe.
I gotta turn in this War Song Reports quest, and also I have to go to Booty Bay for one of my missions. Might as well get it over with. I'm just gonna do all the running around right now. I have to do the Booty Bay to pick up the crate of axes from the Wharfmaster. Yeah, I'll get some flight pass while I'm at it. And then we can run over to Thunderbluff while we're running around everywhere and run over to Thunderbluff and grab the last quest for Black Fathom. See what the rewards are, see if it's actually worth pushing it. I think it's got the magic wand I want, though. If it does, I'm really gonna have to put some effort into soloing that at like 26. I think it's like my best in slot for a while. We don't mess with wand progression.
Well, back in the day, you needed it.
For real. Just look at it right now. 71 mana to cast a Shadow Bolt, and so I can cast 15 Shadow Bolts, and then I'm out of mana, and it does not regenerate very fast. You have to not be casting for it to even start regenerating. I was like, man, what happened to Flight Pass just like being there? Like a couple basic ones would just be awesome. Just let me have a flight to like Crossroads or Ratchet. Or Bolt.
Cataclysm.
Oh, speaking of
Cataclysm was literally the split of the average player and the hardcore player, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's when the severe bitching started.
Looking for a tabard. Vendor. Person. Well, I feel like they're up here. Got some Discord. Can you hear my Discordy stuff?
I can't. Dude, he gets so big. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the Discord chats I'm in, they decide to be super active at the most random friggin' times. So like, let's all send a bunch of messages. Like, you guys are freaking awesome. It has to be in here, right? Like some quartermaster, some kind. I really don't know if they had the tabards for the cities yet.
The main cities.
Yeah.
BC, you had to get all the... You had to be, like, exalted to get them.
You definitely had to be exalted for their mounts, and that's why I want a tabard. Because I want a raptor mount. I don't know if they existed yet. I think they might have... I think because of, like, the...
What are we talking about right now?
Reputation tabards, but for the major cities. I think that the... Like,
You had to be exalted to get anything from the other guys. So, like, if you want a raptor mount, you had to be exalted.
That's what I'm saying. They had the tabards that made it so every quest you did gave you reputation.
You're going to... You don't have those for the major cities, right? I don't think that was ever a thing.
Yes, it is. It was definitely a thing.
I would Google it first because I don't think it was.
No, it was.
You got that in BC with like Shatrath Valley. and stuff like that, but I don't think you've got one for Orgrimmar.
I think the Orgrimmar and all the reputation tabards for the major cities, I think they came out because of the good delivery from like the Ebon Blade and stuff.
Yeah, but it used to be that you had to get to Exalted to have the tabard. I don't know when they changed that. I want to say it was Cataclysm as well.
Yeah, I think it would have been Cataclysm. I think it was just like people liked the idea of getting reputation from things because the Ebon Blade. I
know in like retail that's obviously a thing, but
well, I mean, yeah, this is
everything's retail.
This is early retail.
No, it's nothing.
This is retail before it got the good stuff.
Yeah.
This is hard. You had to actually do the quests. No. Honestly, hitting Exalted was like next level back then.
Bloodlord. Nice.
Yeah, maybe it was Cataclysm. Because the
fucking Cataclysm.
Yeah. Cataclysm was honestly the turning point to destroying this game.
Not destroying, but gearing towards
Casuals.
a much more casual focused game.
Yeah.
And, but that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that Cataclysm made it kind of drew the line in the sand.
Which is so funny because like it was the most PvP heavy because no one wanted to do PvE anymore. Like I remember like sitting on the edge of our friggin' seats waiting to see which high tier guild was gonna drop the Lich King first for the 2 weeks after his friggin' release.
Oh yeah.
And we were all like, oh, which guild is gonna do it? And then Cataclysm, I found out
you were
like
in Scooty Puff with us, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the #1 guild on Uldum. I mean, granted, that's because Poor Play broke up, but still, we took #1 spot. I was never a core raider, but it's pretty cool to say that I was in the #1 guild at Wrath of Lich King.
#1 Alliance guild.
Yeah. Yes.
I was in Gentleman's Club as well.
Oh, you fucking count. You were in Gentleman's Club?
So I was in...
You know what's so crazy is the second you said Gentleman's Club, I'm like, oh, Gentleman's Club.
Right.
I know it was Gentleman's Club and Poor Play.
Yeah. So I was in Gentleman's Club. No, I didn't do anything big. I just existed. But I was in Gentleman's Club and I was in Scooty Puff.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to change to full alliance. I just had my character to PvP with you. But like, so like I remember just like watching the guilds, like who's gonna do it? You're like got guild chats blowing up, like everybody's just bitching that everybody's dying. It's just like, it's just crazy. Like everybody talking strategies all the time, and now like first of all, guilds are like dead.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I found out that you could fight and kill Deathwing like a month after it was released because it just didn't even matter. Like who even like it just didn't have a build up. No one really cared. Like you had like your hardcore WoW players, but it was nothing like Lich King where it was like waiting for the wings to come out and just
Deathwing, dude, I killed Deathwing like I've never killed any of the last bosses like during current. I killed Death.
And
You know what I mean?
when the boss before is harder than the actual boss, you got a problem. Because like the spine was the death of everybody.
The spine sucked, dude. You had to be perfect.
Yeah, Deathwing himself was a freaking joke.
Yeah.
So
Strength and honor go with honor.
I don't know. Just the fact that the release was so underwhelming, just like almost makes that whole expansion like when you don't even know the boss or the expansion has released, it's just like, oh, whatever.
Well, that's your experience with it, you know.
It also destroyed all of my favorite questing areas. Like they're like, let's take Stranglethorn, we're gonna rip it in half.
Mm-hmm.
Crossroads, now let's rip that in half. Like the whole Barrens, like let's just take a bunch of stuff, and then I think that was the same time they shifted around a bunch of the levels for the areas. So like I had my questing set, which by the way, that reminds me, I'm definitely gonna quest in the Hinterlands because it's freaking awesome right now. And I didn't remember that until just now that was gonna be part of my questing regimen because they screwed up Hinterlands and it was the same. Hinterlands in retail is, I guess, doesn't matter now because you can level wherever you want, aka dungeons. But retail now, or up until they adjusted levels, you could do Hinterlands and Stranglethorn. Once they adjusted Stranglethorn, they were the same levels. And I'll pick Stranglethorn every day of the week, but Hinterlands is still awesome. So basically, I would do Stranglethorn, out level Hinterlands, and then I couldn't quest there because I was out level.
I just love the necessary quest. I think if I was ever going to do streaming, I would fucking make a character just so I could do all the Nestingwary quests, and like that was it.
Oh, I'm hyped for the Nestingwary. I did
Love them, every one of them.
So with the new retail way that you can do things, you can like join somebody else's instance, and it sets you on their quests if you haven't done them. Like if you and I do the same quest line together, it completes for both of us. But if I go through and I do all the Nestingwary missions and you haven't, and then I join your instance group because our quests aren't lined up, I can do all the Nestingwary quests again with you and turn them all in again.
And like get XP for it?
And get XP for it.
Huh.
You can only do it twice. You get less XP the second time, and you don't get the rewards. Like, you don't get you get money, but you don't get the items. Because you already got them. But you can get you can get XP for it twice. So basically, like, you can just double dip on all, like, the really high XP quest chains, and just, I mean, you get full XP for kills. So, with, like, the Nestingwary ones, I did Nestingwary twice, I did Ring of Blood twice, which, by the way, just doing those 2 quest chains alone is like 10 friggin' levels now. Because you get like 200% XP. If you pop one of those, if you have a bunch of money and you can still buy them, the XP elixirs that give you like 300%, yeah. You go up like friggin' 8 levels per run of the Ring of Blood. It's like a level and a half per quest. Yeah. I mean, you remember my XP run from 1 to 90 during Pandaria. I got my Warlock, my main now, from 1 to 90 in 18 hours.
Oh, they made that so easy for you.
Oh, dude. Well, I
mean, like, not easy because I couldn't do it, but it was like, they gave, like, you, like, how you could level things. They're just like, yeah, let's give this kid the perfect way to do it. And you're just like, I can level 6 characters in a day now. You're like that. I'm like, that's impossible. You're just like, no, you just don't stop playing. I'm like, You have to stop playing. He's like, but you don't. And then you have 6 new characters that of max level. I'm just like,
I
fuck you, Devin.
I think I had 18 max level characters during Pandaria.
Which seems ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I got so like I farmed out the the boat's here. Oh my goodness.
Pages. Come on, one more page.
Oh, it's like the longest freaking boat ride ever. Come on, come on, come on. Don't leave. Yeah. Perfect. The hell do I need to get? War Song Axe shipment. I gotta try and get it and get back on the boat to come back. Yeah, and get a fight path, I think. So I can go from Grumgall to Booty Bay. Yeah, so you could get the XP potion to drop off of the rare spawn near the wall in Karasang Wilds. I think it was Karasang, right? The bug people. There was like a Mogu guy there that dropped the XP potion though. And then there was another way to get it too. But like the 300% XP potion only lasted for like 15 minutes, or if you died, I think it went away. But if you queued into one of the quick dungeons, which had like just come out, and I remember going to Ghostlands, finishing like the 15 quests or whatever that I had active on this character, you finish all of them at once. And then as soon as they finish, like as soon as you finish them, you queue for a dungeon. You get to like 15 when you can queue for the dungeon. You queue for the dungeon. As soon as you queue for the dungeon, you like turn in friggin' everything. Go in there, do the dungeon quest, turn them all in. You're like level 20 something. As soon as you finish that, you
need something?
What is this thing?
Have a good one.
Who sells the item I need? Is it you?
Hey, how
No.
you doing?
Who sells it? Is it you?
Help you find something?
No.
Have a good one.
Okay, maybe I'll be here till the next boat ride.
Yeah, what do you want? Have a good one.
I'm not getting this boat ride. Yeah, you just turn in everything. You queue immediately for Shadowfang Keep. So like you literally jump from like Ghostlands to Shadowfang Keep to whatever to whatever to whatever. Like power level crazy. It was a blast.
I don't know what I'm about to do here.
And then there was the I don't know. Do you remember the recruiter friend system? Level up.
Fuck yeah.
You could like level up 2 characters and then literally boost like one all the way to 90 instantly. Which was like the dumbest thing.
Yeah, that's the only reason that why I have a high level warrior.
Where's that guy that sells this damn thing? Okay, let's do this. I wonder if this works. What was the guy's name? Wharfmaster Lawsgill / target Wharf. I can spell Wharfmaster Lawsgill.
See how much I can cheat this.
How do you retype the last thing you just typed?
You just retyped the last thing you just typed.
No, you could like. You know what? For anybody who used to rock out macros, it's the easiest way to do anything.
Right.
this guy? Is he literally over on the friggin' dock? Yeah, nope, he is. Okay, I'm done. But, that's how you target somebody. Oh, just in time for the boat to come back. Man, I'm on a roll right now. I just want to point that out.
What's up?
I mean, granted, it's pretty sad. So you're here for the wars?
Be good.
Where's
Time
the...
is money, friend.
Where's my...
Have a good one.
Where's my Mr.
Yo.
Bigglesworth?
That crate has been sitting here for days. Oh,
Keep
It's
it
a
real.
trap.
I'm like right next to the crate. That'd have been real sad if I missed the boat because I couldn't figure out the quest. That's a lot of loot. Okay. Good stuff. We're making some distance. We got the flight path for Booty Bay. Honestly, that flight path is gonna save so much time later. I'm just making that run there now. I still have to get the flight path and Ratchet. And I'll walk over to Thunderbluff.
Plus, you can get it. You can like cheat and get that like XP just from running from town to town.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck yes.
Discover XP. I wanted to see how much it actually was. So one of my guildmates had the bronze drake, and before, not the bronze drake, the the one where you can turn into the dragon. Before the item existed, to just like give you all the fight pass. I hopped on her 2-person mount and she flew me around, and I grabbed all the flight paths from both continents. I think I went up like 11 levels.
Oh, I believe it.
Time is money.
It was
Because you get the recruiter friend bonus. You get the
Have a good one.
yeah. It's broken.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like ungodly, but it was good XP.
Where's my pages, motherfuckers?
Freaking humans.
Time is money, friend.
Where do I want to go? I want to go to...
Hurry back.
Oh! No! Damn it. Okay, well. Never mind, we're not going to Thunderbluff, apparently. Did logging out and logging back in set you to the last flight path? I think it did. I don't know if it canceled the whole flight path. I think it stopped you at the next place. If I can stop at org, still save me. I don't remember. Guess we'll find out. Let's see if I keep going with Splinter Tree.
Yes, we'll find out.
I'm just gonna make this whole thing a run around. I mean, we failed successfully to fight Shadumbra, so that's cool. Oh, hey, by the way, it's Dratini Community Day today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just in the off chance that you ever come back to playing, still worth it to get at least one shiny one. Since it's so easy.
It'd almost be worth doing it if I brought Jackson to the park when he wakes up. So.
Just for the one Dratini. I'm gonna be doing
What time is it? It's 2 to
5.
2 to 5.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be doing the 3-hour. My neighbor and I are just gonna be like power walking it out for 3 hours.
What's my phone at?
Yeah, I ain't missing out on that.
I'll probably go throw my phone on the charger because that's not a terrible idea, and I gotta do something to get him. Gonna go get him some fresh air, I think.
Yeah. What can we do for enchanting? Okay, so by the way, logging out and logging back in did not reset your flight path to the last place, like in the middle, yet. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Let's see. Woo. Apparently I'm... Okay. There we go. Why isn't that working? There we go. Stone Town and Desolus. Can you get into Mulgore from Stone Talon? Is there a path between these two?
No idea, Devin. You were literally talking about something that I took a week off from vacation when I was 19, 20 maybe. 13 to 14 years ago, I played Wrath, dude. You think I remember what that shit looks like anymore?
You know, I would agree with you, but I do. Kind of. Apparently not enough.
I went through a lot less. Like, you know, Ghostlands or the Badlands journey.
Yeah.
Probably better than anybody who's ever played the game, period.
Okay, so I have bad.
I would
bad news.
actually put that to the test. Just like, no, I think he knows exactly how that place works.
Wait, what was that?
Strength and honor.
Huh?
What was that?
Your fucking your night elf or your blood elf leveling guide, basically.
Oh yeah.
You know exactly what level, what monsters to kill to get to that next point. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you're pretty much looking at it right now,
right.
just in slow motion, because yeah, I'm doing it in like we're at 14 hours right now on this character. Realistically, level 22 in 14 hours. This was one day, and that was like crazy XP. And even then, I'm going slow because I'm doing professions and playing a warlock. If I was going to be maximizing level, I probably wouldn't be doing it with a warlock, but I'd use like a hunter or a paladin.
Right. Paragon 14, motherfucker.
Maybe a warrior if I could get someone to enchant Crusader on my one-hander or two-hander. Probably one-handers. I'd probably use two one-handers. Crusader buff on both. And I would have like stages of weapons with Crusader. I don't think... Could you... I think inscribing enchants on parchment was not a thing yet. I don't know, I'm not using the auction house. I don't know, inscription became a big thing and glyphs is a thing now, so...
Yeah, glyphs, I remember coming out for... Didn't they? It came out for Lich King.
Yeah, I mean, glyphs are active right now. If they're on parchment, I think you might be able to enchant parchment now to use an enchant later. So,
Right.
if that's the case...
Grind it out and then you can sell a bunch of it.
Yeah, well, I would have, like, if I were to maximize, like, if in Lich King you could enchant them on parchment, I would just have, like, 10 pieces of Crusader, and then as I got, like, my higher tier weapons, I would just enchant my own Crusader, because that strength boost is, like, it literally equated to 1 attack damage per strength with 100 strength, and you could dual proc Crusader. You could literally hit for 240 damage at level 8. Like, my Shadow Bolt on the high end is 101 at level 22. And that's a cast. Imagine every basic attack doing 250 damage. Like, you're set until 60.
Yeah. You're just gonna start rocking bitches.
Yeah, and you know, faster attack speed and whatever else. It's just yeah. So, no, I would probably use a melee character because you can just like nuke one creature to the next to the next to the next and just go go go. I actually think it might have been Pandaria when they introduced that though. The Parchment enchants. Just because I feel like I have the most recollection of using them, because I would enchant the spell. Well, they had the spell damage proc ones, but those didn't exist until then. Where like you could just proc intellect, which translated into spell damage before or later. So you could proc like 90 intellect, and your spells would do the exact same thing as melee. That was cool because you could put like dots on things and it would just absolutely annihilate them.
Oh shit.
Hey, where'd that black lion spawn?
What's that now?
You know the black lion?
The black lion.
So there was the white lion from the quest, and then there was the black lion rare spawn. What level are these creatures?
I
15?
think they added him in later.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think he was in this tree. Or in a tree. He's in a tree.
I don't know,
What's this
dude.
one
I
over
didn't
here?
play Hunter.
We'll find out. If there's lions around this tree, then he definitely existed.
Just Google it and find out.
There's lions around this tree. He definitely existed. Hey, he's right there. Oh shit, it's a 23 elite.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Kill it.
Oh, I am.
Whoa. Trying to like get all these fucking pages. Oh shit. Kill the beast.
I feel bad for anybody who wants to come tame this right now, though. I was so stoked to tame the white one from the quest, and then I was like, wait a minute, this black one's way cooler because it's a rare spawn. Oh, he calls a bunch of stuff. Ah! Pet, save me! Oh, okay, that's like a level 5. What am I doing? I'm a being a bitch. Whatever. Well, that was fun. I had no idea it was a 23 elite.
Kill it?
Yeah, I killed it.
You did?
I did. Look at these green bracers I got.
This shit.
Yep, pretty much. 5 strange dust. So step in the right direction.
We're doing good.
It's on the higher end. That's really funny though. I don't know why I just thought of it. It was some good XP. It was 400 and some odd XP. I'll take 400 XP a kill right now. That's you know, a small percent. It's like 1.5% of my level right there. I can't wait for someone to watch this and be like, why does this guy know where the rare spawns all spawn? Like, why is this the knowledge that I carry with me frickin' 15 years down the road?
That's what interested you, man.
I could be like a frickin'...
Yeah, you could be like anybody else, but who wants
No,
to be anyone but your own you?
I was gonna say I could like put that to use as like remembering things like, I don't know, some crazy engineering.
You watch My Hero Academia?
Yeah,
Well, that's your quirk right there, Devin.
for real. Useless knowledge. Hey, you guys want to challenge me on Pokemon knowledge? Because unless you still play religiously, I could probably wreck most people.
4 chests. It's just a bunch of dill weed.
We got some gross amount of knowledge about video games in the noggin.
Yeah,
It's fine. I love it.
for sure. That. Finally, I just sprayed everywhere. Give me 1 second.
Yep. Why I ran so far north just to run south again.
Okay. That was
Okay.
really cool.
That's really cool.
So I choked on my coffee, spewed it everywhere, and then I went and I look up on the computer because I was about to leave this area, and it's like, oh, the legendary spawn you've been waiting for is here.
I think,
Like-
speaking of spawns,
And my screen is like black right now.
I think there's another rare spawn over here. I think one of these like electric lizard dudes has a rare spawn around here. Not that I really have any reason to like rare spawn hunt, but it's just kind of fun to find the rare ones.
Why can I not see anything? This is bothersome. Reload.
I didn't realize how many rare spawns were elite. I feel like almost all of them were actually considered elites as well. Which, or a lot of them were considered elites as well, which just makes it like so much cooler.
Just knew you were gonna get badass loot every time you fought him.
I feel like I thought this thing was a rare spawn, but I'm gonna kill it anyway because I remembered it was here and now I'm gonna kill it.
Probably a quest thing.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably a quest thing, and then they turned it into a rare spawn.
I don't know, maybe it'll drop a green for me. Wouldn't that be something? It's a Cathar's night. Oh!
That's your mission for the day.
It's a drop quest.
Is it?
Yeah. Told you it was a quest!
You said rare spawn, I believe I said quest.
Same thing. Okay.
Same.
You have to turn it to... That makes me wonder if that other one was considered a rare spawn too, or a quest drop one too. I saw another one up here. I'm gonna go check. It's like a free quest. I don't remember exactly where I just saw that other one, but we're gonna find it. These dudes, the freaking Quillbores, those are so strong in Hearthstone. In the battlegrounds.
Yeah. I've faced a couple. It's like, this is broken.
I was playing like 2 days ago, and I got one of the champions lets you like as a one cost lets you upgrade a creature in your shop once per turn to a higher tier. So I upgraded the same one for the first 6 turns. So I had, hey, there's the guy that I was looking for. See if he drops something cool. I upgraded the same one to 6, and I ended up getting a choice between 2 Quillbores. So I grabbed the one that like gave you a blood crystal or whatever at the end of every turn. So I had that thing like before my tavern tier was even 3. There we go. That's what's up. 1, drop quest. See, it pays to pay attention. 2, he also dropped a green. Hey, queen.
Hey, queen. Oh, hey, queen. Oh, nice. Much better stats.
That's exciting. See? Pays to run around really stupid like. I just got like probably 3 bars XP. Just paying attention to what I saw as I ran. And all we were going to do was get a flight path.
No.
As soon as I get there, I gotta pee so bad. I'm gonna get to freaking Thunderbluff, get that quest, and I'm gonna take a leak during that flight path. I want to test out my AFK screen that I have.
Oh,
I just like kind of made one, like I'll be right back thing.
Nice.
So I want to see how well it works. I think it's this guy like in a cage or on a cage or something that it turns into. No, I was wrong. Look, a flight path.
Hail.
Oh, Twatwanda. Huff of whatever. Speak with some guy in Thunderbluff. Yeah, you don't give XP, bro. Sorry. Now, if that guy was like, take this flight path to Thunderbluff, wouldn't that be something?
Well, you discover like the city that gives you XP.
Oh no! I never grabbed the Crossroads flight path.
What a fucking nerd.
That's okay.
That's a toughie.
That's not bad. I can fly to Ratchet from Orgrimmar, and my Hearthstone set is Orgrimmar. Actually,
It's forever and a half away.
did I set my Hearthstone as... My Hearthstone's Silverman. This is rough. This is rough. I screwed up.
Alright. I want 2 more instances at least.
Alright, we're gonna put ourselves in a straight run direction. I'm gonna go pee real quick, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I came back. Apparently I'm going swimming.
Oh, swimming? Oh yeah, you are swimming.
I was like, yeah, straight line should be fine. Until you drown. Oh, baby, I got a new follower today on Medium.
Nice.
Wow. Holy crap.
What?
That article that I wrote this morning, so yesterday's article, 3 views. The article before, the article from yesterday and the day before that I wrote, both only have 3 views on them. The article that I wrote this morning on the Manosphere has 16 views and 8 full reads.
The Manosphere one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one that I wrote this morning comparing Satan and men. Yeah, I wrote that this morning. So I wrote it like 3 hours ago and it has more views. It has over double the views that both my articles from the last 2 days have. In 3 hours.
Interesting, Christopher.
Apparently I just need to pick like some real hot topics. Which, in retrospect, makes sense, but... Thunderbluff! Land of the elevator. Yeah, I had that there at the perfect time. Okay. Now, as one of the only people in the entire world who knows their way around Thunderbluff, the hell knows their way around Thunderbluff?
What brings you here?
Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. I can fly from here to Orgrimmar.
Ancestors.
Major city to major city works, but I can't go to Camp Majoro or Mojacho or until yeah, until I get Crossroads. Otherwise, it'll fly me from Orgrimmar to here and then back.
Gotcha.
I think I just went to the wrong one.
Ooh, tech speed increase. Like it.
Elder Rise is for something else. I need to go to Hunter Rise. Do 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 do. Where's my raffle now? Do, 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 do.
Ruffle now.
Do, 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 do.
Ruffle now. We might have a woken baby.
These
Basically
guys
means
over here.
it's so.
Oh, do you not have a quest for me? Do I have to get... Oh, no. Okay, I think I came here for no reason, to be honest. Now that I'm here. I mean, no reason other than apparently to get the flight path. I'm gonna have to come back here to turn in one of the quests. I thought I had to accept it here as well. Maybe I get it in the dungeon. Troll in the dungeon!
Peace, friend.
I need a ride to... Oh, cool! I can go straight shot to Zormgar Outpost in Ashenvale from here instead of flying all the way across Ashenvale. That's a way shorter flight path. Amazing.
Well, he's not up yet, so. But that kid is definitely getting up.
Haha! I got a comment. I found the parallel between the Manosphere and the Satanic Temple quite interesting. Most could look at the tenets at face value and agree with them. However, they're also very easy to blend into an ideology with the right amount of zealotry. Basically, just like shows how they can be misconstrued. Kind of like you were saying, like you can look at them at face value, or you can like look at them in a different light beyond face value and like twist them. Granted, he gets a little more not PC with it.
Yeah.
But he got not PC in the way that I kind of like pushed the article anyway. So it's good. That's why I sent it to that. Like having an outlet to put my articles on to draw more people to my like profile is really cool, so that they see like, you know, the rest of my work that's not necessarily just catered to that, but I can draw an audience in with that too, which is nice.
Yes.
You know, the goal is to amass a following.
The goal is for the people to like you. So if you have an audience to reach out to that like the genuine you, then those are the people that you're going to want to follow your article, you know? If you like the people like you and like your ideas, that's perfect. Golem, why am I taking damage here?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. I got
Fuck yeah.
if I get a follower from an article,
Yeah.
then that
And they
article's worth it.
stick. And they stick. That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's not even about, like, hey, I want to make a bunch of money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to make a bunch of money.
Devin,
Doing the things that I like.
I got a question.
What's up?
We thought about just being shady about this and making shadow accounts.
Yeah, I don't know where else that works, because you have to be, like, they have to monetize you, which means they have to, like, check your stuff. I'm assuming if you just, like, made an account and then did, like, 100 shadow accounts, they would not monetize you.
How would they know, though? All they have to do is just, like...
If you have, like, 100 followers that made their account yesterday.
Well, hey, I'm not saying now. I'm saying let's just filter them in little by little. Like, am I supposed to be reading your actual articles? Because
You don't have to read them. I mean, I'm not making money off them, so...
Yeah, but does it help you gain anything if I
If
am reading
people... If, like, a bunch of people are clicking on the article, it will show up to more people, yes. So, like, if you find stuff that you actually find interesting, by all means, read it. Read it, like it. I mean, there's, like, a clap button, which is the equivalent of a like button, I guess.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean go clap every article, because then they might be like, wow, this guy's a tool. But, I don't know. I want to put, like, content that people will want to read. I also want content that will make a bunch of people want to click it, so, like, catchy hooks that may be controversial, which also means potentially controversial content. But I want it to be, like, educational and thought out. I don't want to just be like, here's this thing that's gonna piss people off and make them click on it and give me views. Like, I mean, it's cool. It's a great way to bait people. Whatever. But, I don't know. Especially with, like, the fitness and, like, nutrition articles, I actually want it to be kind of useful. Like, they're not just mumbo jumbo. There's, like, thought and actual information in a lot of them. One of the people...
Don't be if you want to be taken seriously, then don't be too much of an absurdist, then.
Exactly. One of the people who clicked on one of my articles, my other article that got, like, a ton of views. One of my articles has, like, 86 views on it already. And I wrote it, like, 4 days ago. It was about natural foods that raise testosterone. And I put the listing, like, I put a bunch of stuff in there, and I was like, yeah, like, different kinds of fish, but I listed the fish. Nuts, but I was like, you have to be careful with nuts for a couple reasons. One, they're calorie dense, so super easy to overeat them. And you also, some nuts are the opposite, and they'll increase, like, estradiol or reduce testosterone in some way, shape, or form based on fats or whatever it is. Moral of this whole story is I basically had a list of a couple things, but they were like, eat these kinds of fish, eat oysters. And he was like, yeah. The guy was like, oh, well, you only said, like, eat nuts, seafood, and like ginger or something. And like that was all you said. And I was like, first of all, like, no. I was like, I appreciate the input, and, like, thank you for reading my article. Having an audience is good, and I appreciate input. I was like, but I didn't just say eat nuts, eat fish, and eat this. Like, that's, like, surface level. It's like, there's specific fish to eat. Like, you want to eat mackerel, you want to eat salmon. Tuna isn't gonna do it. Like, there's certain fish that do more for you than others, so I very specifically listed, like, specific fish. And oysters. Because oysters are, like, the highest food in zinc. Per serving out of any food ever. Aside from, like, eating a zinc supplement. And I also listed things that were negative. I was like, so yes, I listed 3 things, and when you look at it surface level, you're like, well, you only listed, like, 3 foods that are useful. Like, no, I listed multiple foods, and knowing what
I'm not writing a book. I'm writing a fucking article here.
Exactly. I was like, knowing what
the
not
next
to
3.
Yeah, I was like, knowing what not to eat is just as beneficial as knowing what to eat. Like, you can count that as a net positive if you know what not to eat. And I put, like, probably more foods that you shouldn't eat than I did foods you should eat in the same article. I was like, so, like, yeah, face value, but, like, don't deter people from reading the article by being like, you only said these 3 things. I was like, because there's actually more value to this article than you just said because you're not, you know. So. Give me 1 second. I can get
Fucking touchy writers, man. You guys can't ever take a joke.
Right? 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Yellow.
Yo,
Yo.
did you get this shiny, Marie?
Did I get the shiny Mareep? I have a shiny Mareep.
I know you do. I saw it on your thing for like a day. I'm like, son of a bitch. Because you know how it tells you like the last Pokemon you got?
Yeah. What's
so
up?
I've been looking for. I wanted a pink fucking sheep.
Well, yeah.
Blue cow. I want a blue cow. Doesn't evolve into anything, right?
A blue cow? No.
Still be cool to have a blue cow.
It would be cool to have a blue cow. I want one too.
Alright.
I am streaming at the moment, so I'm not gonna stay on the phone too long. But I ended up just grabbing gas because I didn't want to take my car back out to get gas when I was right there anyway.
Alright. That's cool. I mean, I was actually just calling because I was like, hey, if you want to. I did say I was going to call you like an hour or 2 hours before, so.
Yeah. No, I'll probably be finishing up the stream here in like the next half hour, and then I'll probably go do my 15 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing too.
Alright, you want?
That's what I was asking if you wanted to do it like now.
Yeah, you want to plan for like 1:30?
Yeah, we got like 1:30, do the 15 minutes, and then come back, run through like 15 or something, and dude, my channel's doing like headstands. It's fucking cool. Yeah. So and then we'll come back, do whatever we need to do, and then get ready to go. Cause I just texted Andrew, and he said that we're planning on doing it. So.
Alright.
Alright.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna run to BJ's and get gas now. That way, if we decide we want to go downtown or something, at least we'll have full tanks or something, you know?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll see you at 1:30.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace. Alright. Oh, the brother is gone. He has the baby. Un bebe. Alright. We are going to actually get these Avengers done. I defeated the Avengers. We get these done, and then we are going to we'll do this escort quest while we're here. It's right not to go back, so really need to change my hairstyle. But we'll probably just rip out and get back on the Zeppelin on the way back in. I don't want to come back in here, so it just makes sense to get through it. Let's get this where do we aggro? I don't think we aggro. Okay, apparently no aggro. quick to get that logging rope. Hopefully I get that deadly blunderbuss at random. It's the only downside is that's going to be a total random drop because that is an engineering item, I believe. So. Is he the one that drops? Is he the drop quest? I think we're gonna kill to see if he's the drop quest. 'Cause I think that might be the drop quest. I don't remember. He might be the first of the drops. He's level 25. It seems right. And I was pretty sure it was a thistle for after I for Bolg. Well, this got interesting again. Alright, let's nuke this guy. Let's see. Do I get a drop quest? No. Okay. Apparently, that was not the one. Yeah, the big thing is not coming back to this area if I can avoid it, so I want to finish this quest. We are almost at the 2-hour mark, which is pretty good. Honestly, this has been, considering, pretty productive, actually. I know walking around may not seem the most exciting, but honestly getting a bunch of flight pass, especially to Thunderbluff, that's going to help us later. I mean, just think we went to Thunderbluff to see if we could get that quest, but we'd have got the mission and had to go to Thunderbluff anyway, so, I mean, we did the work of physically traveling there, we just did it early, which is not a big deal. Also, let's bolts of linen, get some bolts of wool to make as well. Just multitask doing some tailoring in the wild. We might end up doing some like heavier farming for cloth and whatnot later. It's going to take quite a bit. Silk's going to be the big one. I think we'll end up farming a lot of the... I don't think room cloth is the trolls in Stranglethorn. I think that we will get silk. So... Okay. I think that's going to be silk, so... Maybe it'll be some room cloth, some silk. They're like level... They go from level 34 maybe, or 33, all the way up to 45, I think. You go all the way over to the island across the way there. I think that island's actually level 50. There's such a large level range on like the giants there, and those are some real high XP quests, but they're not going to be easy, and I think at least one of them is an elite. Like the starting mission might be an elite or something to that effect, so... be a little more difficult, but... use on the tool. Yeah, but so much rather versus somebody that just has a destroyable healing totem than one that heals to freaking full every single time you get one low. Let alone like the freaking Naga where you have 3 of them all healing the same one. You have to wait for all 3 heals to go off because if you do damage, it insta heals it back. It's not so ideal. I think we need the troll charms from it. Yeah, we do. We need troll charms from in here, so we'll get those first. Oh, silk. Wow, look at that. Okay, so apparently we're already getting silk. Maybe I do get room glove from those trolls. We do. Okay. It's kind of exciting. At least that means I'll be able to move on to silk at a decent rate. We're gonna fit this one. I think there's gonna be a bit of this one there. It seemed like there's a lot of this hanging around though. I don't really want to have to fight this whole cave just to get all these charms. Ooh, a chest. Solid chest. That could have a Deadly Blunderbuss in it. Honestly, if we luck out and get one at random, best case scenario. Well, we got a shoddy blunderbuss. That's the game, just like flipping us the bird, because that's like almost what you wanted, but like nah. Yeah, that's that was adding some insult to injury. Alright. Can we actually put these together? Missing page 1. 6, 11, 11. So we need 2 11s. 10, 6. Can we? Missing page 9. Right, we got 5. We got 3. Let's do this. 3, 4, 10 there. Let's do 6, 5, 11, 10. That's another 6. 6 and 2. Alright. I guess this is a better idea which ones we need at least. Okay. And we know we don't need another 2. Just kind of get rid of them as we get the extras now. The big ones would be getting a 1. 1 will just like complete 1 guide. We got a cloak, strength cloak. This should be a really good cloak if we needed it. How low our demon is. This guy quick. Five troll charms. You know, I think we're just gonna jump down. I think we can get the rest of the troll charms from. Alright, cool. So. We're gonna sneak right over here. Hop this escort mission. Started. He's level 26, so he shouldn't pull any aggro. Unnecessary aggro. And we got Rock and the Thistle, and Troll Charms both done. Good Freedom of Raoul. We got Ashenvale Outrunners, so we're like right on for quests right now. That's pretty good. Sorry, I'm like, I have this habit of running things through my head and not saying them out loud, or it's off topic, especially right now. Got a lot of my article stuff on the mind, which is good business wise, but not so conducive to your streams. I'd love to get some people in here to share thoughts, idea where they want to see quests happen too. I'm just gonna, as far as a lot of my questing areas, it's gonna be like, where have I quested, where do I like questing? But I'm not opposed to trying the new areas out either. Typically questing a new spot that I don't really quest in. You heal. He's been. Okay. We have 15 minutes to finish this. This has worked for the community day plans are coming up. We're going to be doing the 3 hours, get as many shiny Dratini as we can. Hopefully a wicked good 3-star. Preferably a perfect. Which none of us in our group have a Shundo yet. We're shiny 100%. So it's going to be the goal. It's like our race to who can get the shiny 100 first. And whoever wins actually gets dinner paid for by the other people. It's alright, it's still pretty good. We got, considering we got 2 levels done in, I mean, we were close, but we had some rested XP. But 2 levels is still not bad. I kind of figured we were at about a 2 level an hour pace, which we're no longer going to be there. Honestly, it's going to be hard to keep that pace while also keeping up with armor through like enchanting, tailoring. But I'm sure we'll definitely do some areas and leveling faster than others. But when you run into like intensive escort missions, which give good XP overall, the time on return might not be perfect, but honestly, half of it's the fun and the adventure. It's not necessarily about doing it as fast as possible. If it was that, I would just be grinding dungeons. So that's like still, you know, like as soon, it's pretty much always been like the way to go if you had people that could like farm the dungeons with you with the right dungeons, and then knowing like the exact places to quest between the, I think it was a 1 hour reset between dungeons, so you could do like X amount per hour. I think I've had this bear like tank 2 people in a time, or like tank 1, 2. I definitely think that this is one of the only escort quests I've ever had him complete it while I was dead. If you just like laid there dead and didn't release or something. Not that you necessarily want to make a habit of that, but. Pet, what are you doing, dude? Go attack. Being a dink. Page 8. Hey, that's a new one. Alright. 8, 10, 11, 6, 8. Now let's just do it that way. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, we're a little out of sorts as to which one that is. God, thanks. Nice to you on your solo journey. Appreciate that. How are you doing? It was one heck of a time to level up too. Right at the end of the escort. Is he gonna pull the bear? Not bad, not bad. Honestly, we did a lot of running around today for the stream. A little bit of back and forth because I keep forgetting to reset my Hearthstone where it's supposed to be. Still Silver Moon, so I'm gonna Hearth right now because we just finished up all the quests here. Go to Orgrimmar, remember to set my Hearthstone there, and then that will probably be the end of today's, or the stream right now. I may be on later for another stream, but we're doing it, getting episodes like 2 to 3 hours. It's been good though. Yeah, this was probably the most effective running around today though. Yeah, it's honestly, it's like another, it's like a whole nother difficulty because I'm had to pick two professions that I could do that will kind of give me a boost, but like no auction house, no trading. Somebody attacked like lose ran while I was trying to solo it. I had to walk away. And that wasn't bad. The like no glyphs right now though, because if I'm not inscription, I can't get glyphs. So it's gonna be like I feel like they were very impactful back in Wrath. So not having access to glyphs might be a bit of a struggle. I might end up. So I went enchanting it originally to get the wands because that was the only way I was gonna get like a really strong wand. So I may swap it up and go inscription after. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many of the materials I'm gonna not be able to get because I'm already at a standstill. I think enchanting's almost dead in the water because to get the rune silver rod, I need a silver rod, which is blacksmithing. So I think we might be a little stuck there. But I was able to get at least the second tier wand, which is like the strongest wand until the Black Fathom quest, I believe, gives me a rare wand that's stronger. So I'm gonna try. I did yesterday. One of the episodes, I think it was episode 6. I did. It was either episode 6 or 5. I did Rage Fire by myself. So I had to get a couple levels ahead to do it, but I was a couple levels ahead when I did it, and it was pretty easy. The bosses weren't bad. Darkon to solo was way more effort than the bosses in RFC. This took me 5 or 6 attempts. I tried it the first 2 times, then ended up having to level up and get my skills. But I was gonna kill it, and it took so long with my pet tanking that the ads in the room respawned, and Darkon has 3,700 health. He was at 240 when the ads respawned, and I was out of resources. I would have killed Darkon, but the ads ended up killing me when he was at like, I tried to rush him. I think I got him to like 100 or 75 health or something, and I ended up dying, so I gave up until I was a couple levels higher, or a level higher, where I ended up with like my next level of corruption, I think. So yeah, it was the ads. So I think it was I think it was beginning of Wrath that they were having such an issue with like the influx of people that they changed all the spawns. I don't know if you played Classic, but you'd kill Darkon, for instance, and he wouldn't come back for like 10 minutes. So you'd have like 8 people sitting there waiting for Darkon, and everybody would be like, oh hey, group up, so that we can all get it. You couldn't do a raid group because quests cancel, or quests don't give credit in raids. So it was like, okay, so we can do like 5 people can get it, and then you'd have like a rogue sitting in the room and nobody would even know, and they would just, right as the boss respawned, they'd stab it, and the 2 groups that are trying to help each other out would like kill it. Neither group got credit, and that little rogue that was just sitting there would like walk away because he was the one who got the credit for the kill by himself. And then everybody would sit there for another 10 minutes waiting. So I think Wrath was when they made the spawns faster, but at the same time makes ads spawn faster. So if you're a slow killer, yeah, it was just, so those ads, I think you had like 3 minutes after the ads died, maybe, or 2 minutes before they start respawning. So I just barely couldn't kill them fast enough. But yeah, I mean, the upside, at least in like retail, the kills aren't as big of a deal anymore, because if you just touch it, you get credit now. But that also definitely took away from some of the fun. Like, killing Darkon was so difficult, but equally so satisfying to do, especially solo. Like, if I was playing a rogue or something, I never would have been able to do it. But it wouldn't have mattered because you get a staff or a bow from it, and it's kind of irrelevant when you're a rogue. But for like hunter or warlock, it's such a game changer to get such a high tier weapon from that. Even though intellect doesn't give spell damage, it gives crit and mana, so kind of not a big deal. I actually have to go like hunting for spell power items, which I forgot was even a thing. Like in once we get to BC, and I think we'll be able to solo maybe the that's Uckard's Wrath. Hellfire Ramparts? I think that's the first one. If we can solo that, the items from there drop up to like 3 sockets, and then you can buy like spell socket gems, spell power gems from the vendor, and that makes those items so strong. We were talking about my brother was in here for a little while. We were talking about how I'm like unfortunately kind of a walking index for the game, but it's really fun for the sake of doing it. I was running through. Actually, speaking of which, I might go do that real quick. Fly to Ratchet and get over to the crossroads to grab the flight path. Oh, no, we're running short on time. Yeah, I was running over to Ratchet and remembered that the rare spawn lion happened to be right here, so I ran up. Sure enough, he was there, and I didn't even realize it was a 23 elite. So I actually got a good chunk of XP and a green for killing him, so that was cool. But he's in the middle of like level 15 to 17s, which is just crazy to think. But I had a hunter one time, so I just happened to remember that he was there. Alright, well, hey, it's actually nice having someone to talk to in the chat. It's a little easier to stream. I get a little quiet. If you go back, you can watch the first couple episodes. I actually put them on YouTube. I'm just doing like a full playthrough. If you want to check those out, that's cool, but it's easier to talk to people when I have someone in chat. See kind of where I progress through the whole thing. Gets a little dicey when I start dying. I'm getting a little more used to talking to myself, but this is my first playthrough style thing, so I've been uploading them onto YouTube as well. But yeah, I'm gonna let it go here. Feel free to follow me. Be great. Tune in for any of these. I try and do at least an episode a day, so 2-3 hours or so. And thanks for the follow. And yeah, I will catch you later. But that's where I'm gonna call it for the end of the stream. We'll pick up right here, probably later tonight. But you have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you later.